Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm the Gentleman and this is the Gentleman's Pixel Club. Today we're doing a high score challenge. The challenge rules are on your right and it's basically a single credit per game. We have to get a high score and then we have another go and we repeat this loop until we fail to beat the previous score. So essentially we look to get game upon game upon game, repeatedly beating the high score. If you know your games, on the screen at the moment you can see Crazy Climber. So while I was looking at the screen thinking, yep, I'm ready to go, the window closed on me and lost my first life straight away. So I've got to make up for this failure. You know, that was absolutely not deliberate and it all went a little bit wrong, and this is going to be a tough one to do. I have to get over 20,000 points on this to get on the high score table, so then I can, you know, try and beat my high score again. You know, this game doesn't do high scores of less than 20,000, so it's focus, focus, focus. If you've not played this game before, it's a great classic game and the object is to climb up a very, very tall building. The building is represented on the left hand side. You can see how many floors I've got to go, and I'm the little green blob very near the bottom. In your way you have windows that close. If they shut on your hands you fall to your death, as I did right at the beginning. You've got residents that are a little annoyed that you're climbing the outside of your building, so they drop pot plants on you. In order to survive that you have to have both hands in an upward position like this, and the pot plants will bounce off, but they knock your hands down. So if you've got multiple people throwing pots at you, put your hands up straight away. Once you get past some of the windows, some of the people throwing pot plants, you then get this damn goose that's flying. Is not only dropping golden eggs on us, it's dropping poo on us at the same time as well. Neither of which we want to hit us because it's going to kill us and cause a problem. And we've got past him and now the pot plant people are back. And look at that, you saw two of them throwing them on me. So hand back up and they bounce off. If I didn't put my hand back up, I would immediately be knocked off the building. Playing this game, you know, isn't the simplest of games to play. You're playing on a joypad, but you're using both thumbsticks to control the left arm and the right arm, and it is not the easiest of controls to be doing. You see me flounder about a little bit at times, you know, when my arm, like then, gets moved off to the wrong part of the building. I really shouldn't be doing this, but you know, I'm on a quest to get over 20,000 points. I'm on a quest to beat this damn game, and you know, I've got 12,000 points, but if you have a look, I'm probably 3/4 of the way up the building and they keep throwing new obstacles at you. So now, if you're a Mario fan, you will recognize a strange implementation, but nevertheless an implementation of Donkey Kong. He doesn't want you on his building there, and he whacks out. You see his paws striking to the left and right at times. If they hit you, you fall to your death. In fact, every way you die on this game, you fall to your death, and the object is not to fall to your death. So I'm on one of the final stretches at the moment before the building narrows. You can see the green dot probably just over 3/4 of the way up on the left, and the building is narrowing like we have now, giving me basically one of two paths to get to the top, and I was knocked off by a plant pot. Again, I didn't get my arm up in times, so I fell to my death. Currently we are on our last life, and you know, we have to at least get to the top of this building to stand any chance of getting anywhere near the high score building. So it is focus, because you know, this high score challenge, I need to be on the high score table to allow myself to have a second credit. And here we are. So got to the top and we have a helicopter. What you do, you put your arm up, and when the helicopter gets in the right position, you essentially grab the rail, the landing rail of it. There we go. So I'm on the high score table. This means that I will be playing a second game of this, and I will have to be beating whatever score I get at the end of this. Currently 24,200. I've played this game a lot in the past. One particular day I played it a lot. This was in the NCC motorcycle show many years ago in the UK, and I've got knocked off the building there, so we'll go back to that in a minute. But we have a high score. We'll see exactly what that is in a moment. just putting in a GPC for the initials, and because we got the high score, we have another go at beating this, so it's going to be another credit in the game, and we will make an attempt to beat the high score again. So 25,250 needs to be beaten by us. So we're going to pop another credit in, and we're going to climb the building again. So yeah, as I said, I played this a lot at the NCC motorcycle show. Was it the NCC? I can't remember. It was many years ago. I was taken there with a relative of mine, and they were too busy looking at the motorbikes. I had no interest in motorbikes, but they were a very generous relative, and unlike my parents, who didn't like me to play any type of video games, they actually probably didn't really want me there, and they kind of wanted me out of the way, so they kept giving me 50p's, 10p's to go and play on the arcade machines, because there was this small booth for, I got knocked off there a little bit too early. There was this small booth, this area for unwanted children, and I was one of the unwanted children at this stage, but I was happy as a pig in shit, that they had this game here. They had Pac-Man as well. They might have had Choplifter, but this was a game of my choice. This was the first time that I saw it, and it was a game that really did tickle me. It was a fun game to play. It was a challenging game to play, and I found it pretty hard there, because the controls were a little bit battered when I was playing it. I do remember that, and not always as responsive as you like, but a fun game nevertheless. So you're seeing me struggle at the moment on these windows to try and get by them. I've managed to do this, and this isn't going too well. I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied with the controls there, and again get knocked off by a plant pot. So I have to do some serious work here if I'm going to beat this high score. I have no lives left, and climb till the end of days. That's all that I can do. Focus, get up this damn building. If I don't beat the high score of 25,250, then it's going to be game over. If by some miracle I do beat the high score, then I will be allowed to insert another credit and try again to beat it. As I say, this is a looping challenge that just goes round and round and round. And look at Kong there, his little paw whacks out once in a while. If that hits you, that knocks you to your death. So can I get by him? I'm just hanging there like a lemon at the moment. Don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm getting the controls a little bit muddled. I'm stuck in between the two windows, which you should never be. And I've got to get past this. And I fell. So the window closes on me. I'm the Gentleman. This is the Gentleman's Pixel Club, and I hope you've enjoyed Crazy Climber on the MiSTer FPGA system. Thank you and good night.